Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to Unfiltered 2024, and I am your host, Laila Simone. Welcome, you guys. We made it to another year. Happy New Year. Yes, I do have my headband on. I am very festive today. And I really just wanted to talk to you guys because I missed you. Now, I know that I just made a video not too long ago, but I want to be consistent with you guys. This year is 2024, so a lot of the stuff that I normally do, which is kind of like go ghost from time to time and all that stuff, we're not doing this this year. You guys have really been showing up and showing out, and I do want to say thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. I am so thankful because Unfiltered, this is only going to be episode 5, and the growth has been so tremendous, and I haven't even really taken the time to acknowledge the growth for what it is. You know, just looking back at it now, doing the radio, doing the podcast stuff, and to now be doing Unfiltered, which is a podcast for myself, it's really starting to show me that I am coming a long way and that nothing that I'm doing is like in vain. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things that 2023 has taught me. First and foremost, we have to cheers to the fact that 2024 is here and 2023 is over. So I do have, this is Martinelli's, babe. We're not doing liquor. I do want to cheer to our 2024 that is full of blessings, that we are able to turn up, that we are able to enjoy ourselves, that we are able to thrive, that we are able to let go, that we are able to forgive, that we are able to plan, that we are able to execute. At this wonderful time that we have been given, we have made it to this new year. Regardless of what 2023 looked like for you, this can be changed all through perspective. This coming year, I really want to talk about our perspective and how we view change, how we view, disagreements, how we view certain things, because at the end of the day, you're making it regardless of how you feel about the situation. You're showing up and you're showing out. So cheers to 2024. Let's get started. 2023 has been one of those crazy years for me, honestly. I've been able to do so many things that I'm still astonished to say that even happened. I was able to go to New York. I was able to do a radio internship. I was accepted into the National Honor Society of Psychology. I was able to obtain a 3.5 GPA with a failing grade, like somehow. I'm about to be a senior this year. I've had plenty of wins, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I need to focus more on those things rather than the negative, because on the other hand, I've had family deaths, I've had, friendships fall off, I've had all types of things happen, but in the meantime, I was, finding my way. So it's more about perspective and being grateful, right? So in 2023, it taught me, for one, that it is okay to release old wounds. I am one of those people that feel like I can't handle anything alone. And sometimes you are not capable of handling everything alone. And you do it so often that you become like autopilot. Like, you don't even give yourself the opportunity to feel. You don't cry. You don't release ever. So every day, like, it can be an outburst for you because you never gave yourself the opportunity to process how you were really feeling. And I realized throughout this year that it's okay to let go and feel it, because for the longest time, I always associated emotions with weakness. If I was vulnerable, then I'm being weak in front of this person. If I don't try to tough it out, then I'm not strong. Like, I was always that type of person, because I always thought it's better to suffer alone than invite people. But I realized it's not inviting people when they are a part of your lives and they actually want to, make sure you're okay. So I realized, like, I had a lot of old wounds that I never really tapped into, and as I grew, I was starting to feel them more because I never addressed them. So it just taught me that moving forward, if I feel something, feel it to the fullest extent, because if I don't, it will come back to bite me later on. Number 2, friendships may come and go, but the relationship with yourself is most important. In your early 20s, and I told you guys, like, I had a very rough experience in the friendship department this year, and it really hurt my feelings in a way. And, contact had to be cut off, but it had to happen. But it was so necessary, and it had to happen because of my self-worth and how I felt about the situation. And I realized, like, I had to stand up for myself before I expect anybody else to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that in the shedding of some of the friends that I had, I realized, some of the friendships that I had, after shedding them, I had no relationship with myself. I didn't know what to do without certain people around me. And I was like, you should not know what to do with yourself. Like, you should not lose a person or a friend and be like, I don't know what to do with myself, or I don't want to spend time with myself. Like, that's really how I felt, and that's not normal. And I had to realize, like, dang, like, if I don't like hanging out with myself, there's some work that needs to be done on a serious note. I'm going live on TikTok as well. There's some work that needs to be done on a serious note, and I'm sitting here just like like chilling, but deep down, like, that's not okay. It's not okay. But 3, you must believe in yourself before expecting anyone else to do so. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is. I realized just in the first 4 episodes of Unfiltered, people are really loving it, and people have been giving me so much feedback in such a short amount of time. And I realized, like, if I wasn't sleeping on myself like this a long time ago, I probably would have been so much farther. But I'm not gonna even dwell into that. But I just know that I started believing myself and what I was doing, and other people began to believe in what I was doing and follow my journey with everything I've been doing. So if you don't show up for yourself, if you don't push yourself, I don't care if you make music, write, you go to school, whatever you're doing, push yourself and be proud of it first. You be proud of it. I don't care if mom's not proud of it, dad, auntie, uncle, cousin, sister, brother, wife, whoever it is. If they're not proud of it, who gives a damn? You be proud of it, because you know that you are putting yourself in a position that a younger version of you, or a version of you maybe a couple weeks or months ago would have killed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to be in this position. And regardless of what that goal is, you did that. You worked hard for that. And it's definitely a reason to celebrate at all times. There's never a time where you shouldn't celebrate your wins, big or small. And I've realized that when you skip over the small wins, you start to focus more on the negative. And it's about perspective. Like I said, you guys know I'm a psych major. Perspective is so important this year, you guys. It's so important, baby. Do not focus on the rough. Celebrate the small things every day, piece by piece. I don't care if it's, oh, thank you, Jesus, I woke up. Ooh, I washed my face. Ooh, I did this, or ooh, I did that. Whatever you want to celebrate for that day, celebrate it, because a day full of sadness is unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And I just feel like, we just got to make sure that we believe in ourselves, because this year we working hard. This year we're reaching our goals. This year we pushing. So you can't expect anybody to follow the wave if you're not celebrating your own wave first. That's the best way I could put it. Number 4, being a first-time human may cause for you to make mistakes, but it's about recovery, okay? I realize that everybody is experiencing Earth for the first time. Everybody. So everybody's not gonna get it on the first try. Everybody is not gonna be so successful at the age of 20, 30, 40, whatever. People move on their own time scale. So don't be so hard on yourself when you fall short in certain areas. Like, I'm sorry y'all, I got bit by I don't know, a mosquito, spider, something, and it's just itching. But like I was saying, it does not mean that you're gonna live life perfect all the time. Like, you're gonna make mistakes. You're not always gonna hit it on the mark every time. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, this is everybody's first time on Earth. Everybody's first time. So whether there's some that are all the way up here and some that are in the middle and some down here, everybody's working on their own timeline. It's no reason to compare yourself to anybody. It's okay to make mistakes. If you fall down, it's not a big deal. It's about the recovery. How do you plan on getting up? How are you going to hold your head up? Are you going to keep trying? Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do? Seriously, like, it's about getting back up and keep going. Like, you got to have that dog in you. You have to have that dog in you in real life, because the world is not a sweet place. It's not a kind place. And people don't understand their impact on others. So regardless, you be sweet to you. You take care of you. You be nice to you. Because regardless of what everybody else is going to do, you can always take care of yourself. And, make yourself happy at the end of the day. Oh my God, I got bubbles. Number 5, shoot for dreams while you're young. I have listened to so many stories from a lot of people that I look up to, elders, and things like that, that have told me, that they've always had these specific dreams and aspirations that they never pursued because of children, financial issues, this, that, and the third, and time. And I realized, like, I'm young, I have the opportunity to do certain things. I don't have any kids. I won't be having any kids. I'm not necessarily in a relationship or anything, so there's nothing, holding me back from doing anything at this point. So use your youth as an opportunity to try everything. I have tried dance, cheer, radio, podcast, YouTube, business, photography. Like, I don't stop because I want to use my youth as an opportunity to dibble and dabble in everything, so I could see if I'm really gonna like it or not. Use your youth as a time to experiment. You don't have to make hard, definite decisions off rip. You just starting out. It's not life or death. Try things out, experiment. It's nothing wrong with doing that. And I noticed, like, that is really something that I need to hold on to, like, for sure. Number 6, relationships take work. I'm not just talking about no relationship with no dude, no girl. No, I'm talking about friendships, family, everything. It takes work. You have to communicate. You have to reach out. You have to be willing to discuss the hard, discussions. You have to work on it. Everything and everybody is not perfect. The same way you have qualities that you feel you may need to work on, another person may have qualities they need to work on. So being real and sitting down with the ones that you love and being like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, or X, Y, and Z, being honest and straightforward and talking to your loved ones, is the best thing to do. If you love them, tell them. If you're angry at them, tell them. If you're happy with them, tell them. Because a lot of people move off of assumption half the time, including myself. And those assumptions are all wrong. And they can be cleared up with a simple conversation. I had to learn that. You know, somebody taught me that. I had to go all the way to New Orleans to learn that. But, yes, like, some of this shit takes work, right? Like, you're not just gonna be able to pick up and find, you know, the best person, or pick up and find the best friend, pick up and find like family members, because sometimes your family members, they have their own storylines, struggles, and things that they don't even share with you, and they're going through it every day, and you are just worried about their response to you rather than their story or what happened. And sometimes just asking, hey, I noticed that when we talk about X, Y, and Z, you say X, Y, and Z. Little things like that really help people connect and be intertwined and understood. And I feel like the more we try to understand each other, the easier this shit can get. You feel me? 7, ask questions. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. It's so many things that I want to do in life, and so many places I've gotten just off of asking questions. Bro, people love to give game because a lot of times people feel like people be stingy with the sauce. It's a certain way you gotta do it. I feel like some people feel like they're deserving of it being just handed to them. Sometimes you gotta press people a little bit. Keep asking, keep showing up. You may have to do, you know, the beginner job, the internship, you know, start at the bottom, but it's okay to be at the bottom. Just don't stay there. It's okay to be at the bottom. Just don't stay there. You gotta work up to where you trying to get. You're not born a 5-star anything. You have to work. So asking questions, build yourself up, go up the totem pole, work piece by piece. It's important. Number 8, take care of your body and listen to your signs. I get sick when I'm sleepy and I'm tired. I'm running out of sleep. And ever since my surgery, I don't know if I told you guys, but I got surgery. I got my keloids removed. They're bruising right now, but we're working on it. But yes, listen to your body. As a young adult, like, we're so used to mom and dad always, you know, oh, you sound sick, you need to stay home, take this medicine, do this, do that. But in all seriousness, when you're taking care of yourself, you don't have anybody hovering over you, telling you, put on your jacket, wear these pants, cover yourself up. You gotta listen to your body and be real with yourself about how you feel and find the antidote. Don't just let it deteriorate. Like, this is your body. This is what's supposed to be carrying you through your physical state of life. And if you're not maintaining it and it just deteriorates on you, it's gonna be an endless amount of suffering that you feel because you didn't maintain it. And it's really important to just listen to yourself. Oh, I need a break. Oh, I'm not feeling too good. I might need to stay home and miss the plans. Like, you gotta be grown and do those things sometimes. Like, you know, just to be sure that you're maintaining your vessel, because you're trying to be successful. You're trying to show up. You're trying to show out. You're trying to do all these things. But you can't do that if you're physically tired. You cannot do that without taking care of yourself. So, yes, listening to your body. Number 9, date yourself. Date yourself. It's okay to date yourself. I told myself this year, I'm going on one date by myself every month. If ands or buts, no arguing about it. Because I need to learn how to give myself the experiences that I expect others to do sometimes. Like, it's like, bro, I'm not going to be expecting Mr. So-and-so to show up and do X, Y, and Z, and I don't even take myself to do X, Y, and Z. Like, you feel me? I just really want to start taking myself out, learning how to be out by myself safely, of course, because, you know, sometimes people are a little weird, but knowing how to take care of me and enjoy time with me. You know, that's so important, and I'm not gonna ever truthfully be able to love anybody if I'm not used to spending time by myself. And number 10, find love in big G-O-D. Find big love in G-O-D. God is such an amazing dude. He's such an amazing dude. He, you know, he sticks with you through the goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, knows all the good things, knows all the bad things, right? And I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about this because on Christmas, I listened to a little devotional, and you guys know I always got to tell you guys what I be hearing. I'm going to make this brief because I know this video is kind of getting a little bit long, but here are my notes. Trusting God in decisions is what this was about. When making decisions, we must ask God about what to do. Sometimes we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. So just ask God, Jesus Christ, like just ask him, because he's going to give you an answer. He's going to show you a sign. He's going to let you know what it is and what it ain't. So ask him. Just ask the dude. That's all you got to do. Our hearts are deceitful, so sometimes it's best to make the choice that serves God. Relationships and all types of things, alcohol, drugs, money, all these things that can alter our decision making. Distractions. You feel me? And just distractions. If you don't really reevaluate your options and think, which one is the best one that follows God's path or God's rules, you feel me? That's the one you need to choose. Like, straight up, you gotta really think like that. Like, and sometimes it's okay to ask God to confirm if your decision is best, because sometimes we make a decision, it may be rational, it may be impulsive, we don't know for real. Ask him to confirm, because sometimes I feel like God does a lot of rearranging, and then you don't see why until 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a year maybe after as to why it happened. So ask God to confirm. Oh my God, this is killing me. Know that God works all things out for good, regardless of the situation. May have you on the highest of highs or the lowest of lows. It was for good. Okay? You have to know that it was for good. Don't stress about how it's making you feel. You're a human. You're gonna feel things. It's normal. That the decision was for good. And accept it for what it is. Don't fight it. Don't get upset. Accept it. Just accept it. Learn how to accept. Be receiving. Understand that this is not comfortable for me right now, but it was for the good of things. That is my 2023 lessons that I learned, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I really enjoy talking to you guys. Please make sure that you guys subscribe so you guys are tapped into all my unfilteredness, okay? Cheers again to 2024. It's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be you. I need you guys to comment and let me know what you guys have going on, and we can talk about them. We can work through it together. I don't have any problem talking to you guys via DM. So make sure you guys hit me on Instagram at Laila Simone with 2 E's and an underscore. I love you guys. Enjoy your new year, and I'm gonna see y'all later. Mwah. No bars.